I recently posted a blog which didn't have much information on. I'm just going to read to you guys what I posted. Now, the title of the blog was Draya Michele was the real star. Basketball Wives LA. 5 cast members get fired from season 5. Bring Drea back or cancel it, VH1. Let me go ahead and read to you what I wrote on my blog before I give my opinion. I said, watch out for my fucked up YouTube video about this laughing out loud, which is what I'm recording right now. I said they fired all my baes. Malaysia Pargo, Angel Brinks, DJ Duffy, Angel Love, and Brandy Maxiel. What a waste of beauty and booty. I said the show wouldn't last long without my boo Drea. They should have paid her $5 million per season. That's what she's worth. She carried the show on her back. They fired over half of the cast and kept Shawnee's friends for a reason. I will speak more about it in a YouTube video and I will post it here when it's up. I will update this blog, so stay tuned. The show isn't shit without Drea. Season 5 was bad. I tuned out after 1 or 2 episodes. Bring the queen back, VH1, $5 million or axe this shit. So here we go. Basically, like I said, they got rid of Malaysia, Angel Brinks, DJ Duffy, Angel Love, and Brandy Maxiel. How many reality TV shows do you watch where they get rid of 5 of the main cast members? Whoa, wait, let me rephrase that. Let me think now. Malaysia was a main cast member. Brandy was a main cast member. I'm thinking Angel Love, Angel Brinks, and DJ Duffy were supporting cast. But still, how many shows do you know where they axed 5 people like that? There was like 8 cast members. The 5 girls that got axed, along with, of course, Shawnee O'Neal, Tammy Roman, and Jackie Christie. So they got rid of the 5 younger women, basically. Let's just keep it real here. And the 5 women who aren't like really close with Shawnee, it seems like. I'm not saying that Shawnee was picking favorites. I'm just saying that that's what it appears to be. I didn't even watch the show until Basketball Wives LA season 3. I wasn't into it when it was Miami or any other adaptation. I don't even know. I don't remember whether or not there was an actual just Basketball Wives with no city attached or whatever, because I didn't watch it at the time. Women in my family, they watched the show, whatever like that, and I was like, this shit looks ratchet, and I didn't want to watch it at first. But then I saw this woman named Draya Michele on the show. Now, I knew that Draya Michele was a reality TV star. I knew she was this model and whatnot. I followed her on social media, but I didn't really know too much about her other than the fact that she was really beautiful and her body was really nice. I just thought that she was just some fine chick. That's all I knew. She was some hot model, hot reality TV star. And I was like, ooh, every time I would see her, I'd be like, there goes that Draya Michele chick. People would share her pictures online and stuff like that. Season 3 comes about. I said, let me give this motherfucker a chance. I talk about reality TV. Who knows? There might be something there. Gave the show a chance. I ended up reviewing the TV show on YouTube. If you type in Meat Magazine basketball, I almost said Love and Hip Hop. Damn. My mind stays on Love and Hip Hop. I'm sorry. Meat Magazine Basketball Wives LA Season 3 review, recap, opinion. I know there's a lot to fucking type in, but I used to review the show. Now, that's when I used to be way more controversial. I've calmed down a lot. I switched the character that I play online to being thirsty, as I used to be mean. I used to be the blogger from hell, but I cut that bullshit out. But anyways, Draya Michele, when I watched the show, I was like, damn. Even if the show sucks, I could just sit here and watch Drea. You know what I mean? Because she was like that bad. But then, when I actually saw people's personalities and everything, remember, this is the season that Brandy Maxiel came on the show. I was like, damn, that Brandy Maxiel chick is cool as hell. That's when Brandy was hella nice. Remember season 3, she was nice. Then she started to get kind of on the mean side. Sorry, Brandy, no shade. Come season 4 and then season 5, I just had to tune out. I mean, Brandy wasn't the same. Malaysia stays the same. Malaysia is Malaysia, whether you like her or you hate her. And if you hate her, it's because you're a hater. Because Malaysia's that chick. But anyways, man, I'm watching the show and whatnot, and I'm like, damn, Brandy seems like a really likable person, at least in season 3. Then she started to, I don't know, she started to change from season 4, it seems like. No offense. Still my girl, I'm just saying, But anyways, Malaysia was like drop dead gorgeous. seemed like a really likable chick. Of course, I mean, Drea is freaking everything. And I remember thinking to myself, like, why doesn't Drea have her own show? I looked at her social media following. I'm like, does she really have like 3 million followers? What is it? It's either on Twitter, Instagram, or both. And I was like, damn, she has like a really big following. And remember, this is like a couple years ago. And I'm like, damn, like a lot of people really like her. And then she has a lot of haters, but you got to understand something. When you're on a reality TV show, one of the main things, like if you're going to be like the star of the show, you have to either make people really, really love you or really, really hate you. You have to provoke some sort of strong opinion and reaction towards your actions and towards you. And Drea is one of those people that when people, as soon as she opens her mouth, people make that decision like, I hate this bitch, or damn, I fucking love Drea. I fucks with her. That's my girl. People either hate her or love her off the rip. Reality TV gold. That is what reality TV stars are made of right there. There's almost no neutral people. It seems like whenever I come across people who talk about Drea, they either love them some Drea and they're a stan, or they can't stand Drea. That's what reality TV is made of. That's how people view Jocelyn Hernandez. That's how people view Miss New York, Tiffany Pollard, Nene Leakes, and all the other reality superstars. Kenya Moore, people view her in that same light. That's the draw. And when I kept telling people, I'm like, look, when Drea left, when I heard that she wasn't going to be there for season 6, I told people, when I found out she wasn't going to be there for season 5, this past season that just went off air, I said, look, they need to just cancel the show. And there were rumors of the show being canceled. And I said, good, because what the fuck is Basketball Wives without Drea? That's like saying Love and Hip Hop Atlanta without Jocelyn. The only person that could possibly replace Jocelyn is Tommy. Right? Who's replacing Drea? You might say, well, Malaysia's shit. Well, Malaysia's all of that in a bag of chips, but she's no Drea. I mean, they're both dimes. So you might say, well, Malaysia's pretty as shit. And it's debatable who's prettier. I tell you what, it's something beyond pretty. It's that it factor that they used to always talk about. Back in the day, they used to always say, well, that person just has it. It's this special something that draws people to them or repels people, because some people will tune in because they're repulsed by somebody, because they just want to see that person get their ass kicked or put in their place. Jackie Christie has that effect on a lot of people. People want to see people go against Jackie. Same thing with Nene Leakes, because they freaking hate her so much. They're just like, oh, I want to see somebody cuss that bitch out this week. I want to see somebody put her in her place. You know, you got to understand something. The unique and interesting thing about it all is that a lot of these reality TV chicks talk about how they're that bitch, this, that, and the third. They're the shit doesn't stink. I'm so fine. I'm so fly. I got all these men after me. I got all this shmoney, this, that, and the third. You know, here's the thing about reality TV people, reality TV women in particular. And really, because it's usually women that are the stars of these shows, right? In general, when people really like you or really hate you on these shows, it's like you have to choose a side. It's like either you're the hero or the villain. Jocelyn Hernandez, Nene Leakes, Kenya Moore, Jackie Christie, these are all supervillains. It's like you either have to be a supervillain or a superhero. And it's usually supervillains that attract the attention. That's what they're usually the draw. And if you really, I don't know how many people notice this, but if you really pay attention, Drea is not really like a superhero or a supervillain. But for some reason, she's still the draw. That's a rarity. And you got to ask yourself, what is it about Drea? There's just something about Drea. It's the way that she looks, the way that she walks, the way that she talks. She's just this bad. While all these other chicks are walking around talking about how they're so bad, they're the baddest chick, you know, and I'll give you an example. Jocelyn Hernandez is bad as hell, but some people say she looks like a man, and some people say no, that is a man. Of course, she's not, because she's pregnant, about to pop in 4 weeks, about to give birth to Bella Hernandez, Bella Jordan, or whatever, her daughter with Stevie J, because it looks like he is the father, from what I've seen online. Jocelyn Hernandez, as bad as she is, often receives a lot of shade, you know, for looking quote unquote hard or being too muscular or whatever. You know, she receives a lot of negative criticism for the way that she looks. But she thinks that she's bad as hell, and I agree. That's a bad chick right there, right? So a lot of people either say, yeah, Jocelyn really is the baddest bitch, where they just repeat what she's saying, or they're like, oh no, that bitch is busted. She must be crazy. Crazy for real. Like straight jacket, like diamond studded, rhinestone down straight jacket crazy. Put her ass in a padded room, lock it, swallow the key, throw away the key, shit it out, whatever you got to get rid of the key. Because that bitch is crazy. A lot of times either people love the way she looks and they love her, or they hate the way she looks and they hate her. They're like, she ain't shit, she looks like shit, fuck her. Or I freaking love her, I'm all about Jocelyn. And there's all these other chicks that walk around acting like they're the baddest bitch, this, that, and the third, and how fine they are. But here's the thing though, a lot of these chicks are really not that bad. Drea really is like that chick that walks in the room and turns heads, but she doesn't act like that at all. And that's a big part of the draw. She's that fine ass girl who even has the whole fine ass girls brand, along with, of course, Mint Swim, her dope ass swimsuit line. And the interesting thing about Drea is, as bad as she is, the fact that she can steal your man and all that, she really wanted to. She could walk around claiming to be the baddest bitch. She doesn't. She just acts like a normal, everyday person who just happens to have a likable personality. But still, something rubs people the wrong way about her. It's really interesting, which I think a lot of it is jealousy. And that's the thing, you know, when you act like a regular person and you're not some over the top person. Now, Drea is not trying to beat up everybody. Drea is not trying to fuck somebody's man. You know, she's not trying to be a cheater. She's not trying to cheat on her man. You know, she doesn't flaunt her wealth. But yet, a lot of people really like her and a lot of people really hate her. Even though she acts like a normal person. It's an interesting phenomenon. This doesn't usually happen. It's a complete fluke. She didn't have to become a character for a TV show. A lot of these heifers, you know, become a character because they lack character. Drea is just herself. She has character and she has presence without overdoing it, without being fake, without wearing exaggerated makeup, exaggerated clothing, without talking in a funny accent, without beating people up or getting beat up, you know, without cussing people out every 5 minutes. She throws her shade and whatnot. She just stays fly. It stays cool. Most people like her. And she has mad haters. And she's just a regular schmegular chick. That's what makes her unique and special. Because she's not somebody that acts like they're on reality TV. She's just like, oh yeah, hey, the cameras are here. Like just a normal day. So it's interesting. It's like, she doesn't seem to be affected by it. Whereas other people are acting like the cameras are here, gotta turn up, gotta turn on. She's just like, yeah, this is just who I am, whatever. And it works. Extremely rare. Drea is special. VH1 needs to just cut her a damn $5 million season check, bring her back to Basketball Wives LA, because there really is no reason for a season 7 at this point. Because when season 6 comes back, I'm predicting it's going to be pretty damn bad, to say the least. I mean, this season sucked without Drea. What do you think is going to happen when you're going 2 seasons without the star of the show? But this is all my opinion. I hope that somebody feels me out there. I hope y'all understand what I'm saying. It just makes no sense. I mean, does anybody agree with anything that I was just saying right then, or am I tripping? Anyways, let me know what you think about it all below. Be sure to subscribe to the Meat Magazine YouTube channels. Visit meatmagazine.blogspot.com for more. Follow me on Twitter at Meat Magazine, Meat Magazine 7 on Google Plus, and Meat Magazine blog on Instagram. Look at her walking away, looking pretty with her bag, with the souls of all of those that she just slayed walking by in it. Shout out to Draya Michele. Y'all know I love me some Drea. Anyways, let me know what you think about it below. Meat Magazine. Bring it back. $5 million or just cancel the show, VH1. I'm telling you right now.